Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. I have selected another wonderful read aloud for us to go through today. I picked this one specifically because there are a lot of life lessons that we are going to be learning this year. And one of the life lessons that I would like to teach you is to be brave when you start something new for the very first time. It can be really scary, especially when you're the only one. So, today I have picked out the book, The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson. Let's begin. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. So what that means is he's speaking Spanish. And Spanish is a beautiful language, but he's the only one. And when he tries to talk, everybody laughs at him. Poor Rigoberto. Rigoberto, from Venezuela. Your teacher says so soft and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming, the first bright notes of a song. There will be times when the words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now smaller. When the teacher asks, "What did you do last summer?" Tell the class your story. We went to France, Shayla says. Those shells came from a beach in Maine. A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells, so fragile they look like they'll turn to dust in your own untraveled hands. My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina. Each souvenir a small triumph of a journey. There are travels going on and on. So what this page talks about is that everyone.
May I have your attention, please?
One moment.
We need some teacher assistants to please come out and help do some running in the parking lot. Come out and see Mr. Grandy, and he'll explain to you what to do. Thank you so much. We need all the help we can get.
That's okay. They make announcements all the time. We just gotta pick up and make sure we listen, right? Because there could be some really important information. And we keep moving. Okay. So, we left off. So what this page is all about is all of these children have gone on fantastic and wonderful vacations. They travel. They went to India and France and Maine and South Carolina. And not everybody has the opportunity to do those things. Right? So when they ask her, where did you go this summer? Or what did you do this summer? All these other beautiful, wonderful trips and journeys and adventures, she didn't get to have any of those. So she doesn't know what to say. Nothing. She doesn't want to get made fun of, right? And as you stand in front of that room, you can only remember how the heat waved as it lifted off the curb, and your days spent at home caring for your little sister, who made you laugh out loud and hugged you hard at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept reading long after she had fallen to sleep. And in that room, where no one else is quite like you, you'll look down at your own empty hands and wonder, what good is this when other students were flying and sailing and going somewhere? So just because she didn't go anywhere doesn't mean that she didn't have a wonderful vacation. She spent time reading awesome books and spending time with her family at home. I know a lot of people who did that this summer. And she feels bad. There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange or too unfamiliar for others to love as you do. Sometimes that happens. When people move in from other cultures around the world, they bring in their wonderful, delicious homemade lunch. And it smells so good, but everybody's like, ew, what is that? I don't like that. And that would make her not feel so good, right? She's the only one. Even when your own friend, Nadia, will wrinkle her nose and say, what's in there anyway? And you'll wonder how she doesn't see the rice beneath the meat and kimchi. You'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world. So Nadia's got a sandwich, and this lady here, this little girl, she's got a bowl of rice and kimchi and meat. She's from Korea. Kimchi is a Korean food. And they're like, ew, what's that? Even though rice is the most popular food in the world. And nobody else seems to get it. There will be times when the climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast and too far, and the game isn't one that you can ever really play. I don't want him on our team. You can watch. Maybe you can have a turn later. All the other kids are playing and they left him out. There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of. That's true. Sometimes in life, that'll be you. That's true, absolutely. Sometimes you'll feel like you don't belong. But I wonder what we can do. Ready? And all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady as steel and ready, even though you don't know what you're ready for. So even when things are difficult and you feel all by yourself, right? You see the reflection. I love that. So even when you're all by yourself, you gotta be brave, right? There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you until the day you begin to share your stories. My name is Angelina, and I spent my whole summer with my little sister, you tell the class, your voice stronger than it was a minute ago, and reading books and telling stories, and even though we were right on our block, it was like we got to go everywhere. See, she's not scared to share anymore. She's telling her friends all about the day that she had at home reading books with her sister. Your name is like my sister's, Rigoberto says. Her name is Angelina too. And all at once, in the room where no one else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. Ah, they're starting to make connections. So maybe she's not so alone after all. This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travel, and your stories where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulously not quite like you at all. So these two are so completely different, right? He's from Venezuela. She spent the summer on her block. They don't seem to have a thing in common except for the name that brought them together. And now they're friends. It opened it up for them, that one connection. Aww. The end. Now, so the moral of this story, right, the lesson that we learn is that the world is so big and scary sometimes, and all you gotta do is be brave and be yourself. And you will start to make connections and start connecting with the people around you, especially in the classroom. I love hearing about everybody's different stories, their different lunches that they love to eat, and everything that makes them unique and special. Thank you for joining me today, boys and girls. I will talk to you so very soon. Bye.